What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. Good to see you, ladies and gents, up in here on a Sunday live stream. Izzy's freaking out, as you guys know she always does. Remember, guys, that the live streams are long form videos, so we'll be on here for 1, 2, 3 hours, whatever it ends up being. That's all right with me, if that's all right with you. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns about Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, opiate addiction, recovery, anything like that, this is your place. This is your crew. Drop some comments, drop some questions, smash the like button, hang out for a little bit, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. We need to let some more people roll up in here, and I'll see you in just a minute, baby. All right. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there today, baby? You baby. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend or having a great weekend. Izzy come up in here to say hello after she gets her snack. She got to get out of here real quick. All right. Hopefully you guys are all doing well out there. There you go, baby. All right. We'll see you in a little bit. Get her out my hair if I had some. Let me go ahead and get off with the disclaimer. As you guys see scrolling across the bottom, I'll read in just a moment. I need to change this to that. All right, guys. So as the disclaimer states across the bottom, remember, guys, that I am not a doctor and nothing on this channel is medical advice. So if you, my friend, if you're struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical professional. Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for me to share my experience with you, and for you, baby, to share your experience with others. So be sure that you guys do so. As you see also on the screen, it says, please be sure and share with us your updates, goals, setbacks, etc. We want to support you on your path to freedom. All right, guys. So let us know of your updates. If you have any, if you're going through some life-changing events, let us know. Or if you just want to let us know you stopped eating cookies, let us know that as well. We'll support you on your path, baby. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove the disclaimer now, guys. I'm going to leave that up on the screen for a little bit, though. So how's everybody doing out there? How's everybody doing? I have a question. I just got off of a clarity call, and he wanted me to ask if anybody could respond to his situation. He has, so shout out to him, Kenny, if you hear this on the replay crew. He had a question for the Suboxone folks. So Kenny wants to know if anybody has started on Suboxone and then come off and then went into withdrawal and got back on the oral doses, and then if they got back on Suboxone from there. And if so, did it work as well the second time around, basically, is what he wants to know. And how did that work out for you guys, if anybody out there has done just that? So Kenny took basically 150 milligram shot of Suboxone. He made it 2.5 months, not orally dosing anything. And then he ran into withdrawal after that. Okay, so then he jumped back on a low dose of Suboxone. And now he's going to be taking another 50 milligram shot of Suboxone, and he just wants to know what he can expect from that, basically. So let us know if anybody out there has any experience with anything close to that. If you're watching on the replay crew, please post a comment and let us know if you've been through something similar to Kenny, okay? So thank you, Kenny, for booking the call on Clarity with me. As always, I've spoken to Kenny many times on Clarity. So if you guys need to have a private conversation with me, you can do so in the description box. There is a link to my clarity.fm account. You can reach out and book a time and date that works for you, and we can have a 5-minute conversation or a 5-hour conversation, however long you need to talk for. So how's everybody doing out there? Let's go ahead and jump in the comments real quick here. Sober Dialogue is the first commenter of today. So it says, woo, woohoo. And he posted some smiley faces. I'm sure he's long gone by now, but shout out to you, Sober Dialogue, for being the first commenter of today. So shout out to you, Justin. What's up, Justin? How you doing, my friend? Guys, please smash the like as you're stopping in here. It looks like we're chilling at about 4 likes on this video. So we usually try to get that puppy up to 10 real quick. So if you're just, there you go. Someone just smashed that puppy for me. I appreciate you, whoever you were. You are a fine lady or gentleman, whoever you were. Let's see here. Kimmy B is up in the house. What up, Kimmy? Good to see you. Kimmy posted a link to my clarity.fm. I appreciate you, Kimmy, for doing so. Also, guys, remember that Kimmy has her own YouTube channel. So I always talk about her channel on here. She does a lot of live streams. So if you guys, she usually does them on days that I don't do live streams. So if you guys are looking for some additional support, or even if you just want to go have somebody to be able to kind of chill and chat with, she has a good little group of people over there on her channel. So as you see, her name is right there on the screen, and this will show you guys. All you got to do is type in her name just like that. Is that not popping up? I hope I don't have any more technical difficulties, guys. Why did that not show up? Right there, Kimmy's Playhouse. That's the name of her channel. She recently changed the name of her channel to that. So she's going to be doing a lot of live streams. And sometimes she does unplanned live streams too. So make sure you guys go check out her channel, show her some love. She's getting real close to 200 subscribers. And yeah, we need to get some more people over there on her channel. So go check her out. Check her out, guys. Justin says, what's up, guys? Eric says, hey, everyone. How you doing, Eric? Good to see you, buddy. Sober means son of a... Everything's real. It took me a minute to piece that together. I was like, wait, no, it doesn't. That's not what it says. I appreciate you for not saying the B word in its entirety. I think he knows that I don't think YouTube would allow you to post that if you did send that. It probably would have blocked your message. KG Smith in the house. What up, KG Smith? Says, what's Eric? Justin, what's up, Eric? Justin, Big Kev, what's up? Good to see you in here, KG. It's an interesting picture I received from you about your little microscopic dose. KG is on a little microscopic dose of her 4 milligram Suboxone. She's got it down to a little tiny sliver. So really, really awesome to see. When you see it in the picture, it's really incredible to see. It's like, dang, that's literally all that you're taking. Very impressive, KG. Really proud of you, girl. Justin says, hey, KG, late night slackers, what's up? Marky Rizzo in the house. What's up, buddy? It's getting late over there on the East Coast, 8:10 p.m. over there. Good to see you in here, Marky. Anita says, what is Sublocade? So Sublocade is basically a monthly Suboxone shot, essentially. It's just a shot of buprenorphine. I always say it wrong. Buprenorphine. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it's basically a once a month shot of Suboxone. It's a really long half-life shot of Suboxone, so you don't have to orally dose anymore. Are you on Suboxone, Anita? Is the volume okay in here today, guys? Let me know if there's any problem with that, or if there's any problem with anything else. Hopefully we don't, cross my fingers, we don't have any technical difficulties. The stream was on autopilot last time. I don't know how it keeps recording when my internet's down. That doesn't even make sense to me how that would work, but it was working. KG, do you remember who it was that you were talking about that was in here talking about Butrans? The Butrans patch on the Wednesday live stream? Hopefully that person can find their way back to the channel for today's stream. We've got 15 people in here, guys. Only 9 likes. Please smash the like real quick as you're hopping in here. Lets everybody else know that we're online chilling with your YouTube fam, baby. Marky says, KG, much love, girl. I need a back rub. I didn't realize that till now. I need a back rub too. So Kimmy posted a link to the clarity.fm. Appreciate that, Kimmy. Kenny, there's Kenny that I asked the question for, guys. I just got off the call with Kenny. So shout out to you, Kenny. Glad to see you on here a little bit. I know you're not going to be on here too long, but good luck for your tomorrow's appointment, Kenny. Let us know how it goes. So Kenny is going, as I explained a little bit earlier, guys, he's going back onto Sublocade from the oral dosing because he went back to orally dosing because he ran into withdrawal. So Kenny is I've told about his story a few times on the channel. He's somebody who really went off label with Sublocade, and he has an awesome doctor that's really willing to listen to what Kenny wants to do and work with him on coming up with alternative solutions to the norm, not just doing the copy and paste. Everybody gets the same dose. So Kenny basically took a 50 milligram shot of Sublocade, and he made it about 2.5 months, and he was on over 2 milligrams orally. So that was able to kick his oral addiction right off just from that first small Sublocade shot. So he's going to be going back in tomorrow for an additional 50 milligram shot. And then next time, KG, you'll like this, he's going to have Butrans patch ready for when withdrawal kicks back in after his next shot. So that's going to be the plan there. He didn't have a backup plan for if withdrawal kicked in. So he was kind of left off guard with no help really. And he was going through some pretty bad withdrawal for about 3 weeks almost. So Yeah, so there's a lot of people in here tonight, guys. See what happens when you smash that like button. Now we're up to 10 likes. We got 20 people in here hanging out. I love that. I love that. Drop some comments, drop some questions if you're stopping in here. Don't be a ghost watcher. At least say hello. At least say hello. There we go. Marky posted a link to Kimmy's channel, so thanks for doing that, Marky. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys go over there and subscribe to her channel. At least check it out. At least drop a comment, say hello. I'm not trying to force y'all to subscribe, but she's an extension of our crew that we have right here, right? So I know that a lot of people enjoy going over there and kicking it, chilling at the Kimmy B channel. Marky gave her the name Kimmy's Playhouse. Kimmy girl, hey y'all. So let's see here. Kimberly Holla. Whoa, look who's up in here. Matt made it to a live stream. What? Are you serious? Do my eyes deceive me? Is that you, Matty? How you been, Matt? How you been, man? Let us know how you're doing, buddy. Haven't seen Matt for quite a while. Quite a while. Good to see you in here, Matt. Bucks are 3-1. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? So they won again, huh? Who did they win today? My Seahawks got to do work tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. We got to play the Giants. So, wow, I'm really needing that win. Really got to win them Giants tomorrow. Sorry, Kimmy. New York got to go down tomorrow. Volume is fine. All right, good stuff. Let me know if I start mumbling or talking too quiet, guys, and I can crank the volume up at any time. So Anita says, yes, I'm on 8 milligrams for the last 5 years, and I'm tired of it. So have you tried tapering before, Anita? Have you tried tapering? Most times it's probably more ideal to do it to try to taper yourself off of Suboxone rather than transferring to Sublocade. But some people, they don't want to mess with the tapering, right? And they know that they don't have the willpower, the mind control, the emotional strength that it takes to taper yourself down to a quarter of a milligram, right? Like many people are doing. If you want to try tapering, that's the fastest way off of bupe, obviously, if you can taper yourself. But if not, if you've tried tapering yourself off a few times and it's just too hard and you just can't control yourself, you're running out of your Suboxone before your refill date, then Sublocade is definitely something that I would recommend talking to your doctor about and seeing if your insurance covers it, and if not, how much of it they will cover. Remember, guys, that if your insurance tells you they'll only cover, let's just say, half of the shot, because it's a very expensive shot, if they only cover X amount of it, make sure you check out the website I tell you guys about, www.insupport.com. It is a Sublocade website. It's basically a Sublocade assistance website. So check that if your insurance tells you that you still have to pay several $100s or whatever it ends up being. Also, Anita, I have several videos about Sublocade. You're welcome to go ahead and check them out. I'm surprised you don't know about it. I'm surprised anybody on Suboxone doesn't know about Sublocade yet. It's been basically on the market for the last 5 years. Marky says, I was on it a decade. Yeah. I think Zach is the longest person I've ever known to be on Suboxone. He was on it for, I think he said 17 years. I think it was. Kimmy says, I've got a 3-hour full psych evaluation Tuesday. Wow. That should tell you a lot then. That should give you a lot of answers that you seek, Kimmy. So let us know how that goes. I'm excited for you. So does that mean you're not going to stream on Tuesday then, or is it earlier before your stream, Kimmy? So it sounds like you were able to find somebody to help you out and get you some assistance there, which makes me glad to hear. Liz says, tomorrow makes 3 weeks off of subs. I'm feeling great and sleeping great. Awesome, Liz. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. Let's go ahead and give you the trophy, if I remember how to do that. What is it, Kimmy? Control, Command, Delete? Let's see what that does. See if I can pull it up here. It's Control, Command, and something else. What is it? How do you pull up the emojis on here? Sorry, guys, I suck at this. Control. I don't remember the buttons it is to pull up the emojis on here. Does anybody know how to pull up emojis on an iMac? I used to know how to do it. Well, I would give you the trophy if I knew how to pull up my emojis, but clearly I can't do that right now. What dose did you jump off, Liz? Let us know. How has the withdrawal been so far? Control Command Space. Come on, baby, pop up. Why is it not popping up? I thought that's what it was, but it's just not popping up for me. Let's see if I try it over here. I wonder if it's StreamYard blocking me. No, that's not working either. What the hell? I swear it was. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh man, this better not be. It works on yours? Yeah, I thought that sounds right to me, but it's just not working. Oh, there it goes. Now it goes. So there's the trophy for Liz. You guys remember one time I said that there's no you don't get a trophy for coming off the Suboxone, but then we started handing out trophies here digitally for those who have made it through to the other side, because we know how hard that is to do here. So shout out to you, Liz. Let us know how that withdrawal was for you and what dose you came off and how long did you taper for as well. So we still got 18 people hanging out. We've got 17 likes. There we go, guys. I appreciate you all that have smashed the like. Please smash that if you haven't yet done so. And that reminds me, I'm behind on this. I need to put up the sponsors of the day. They should have been scrolling the whole time here. So my bad on that. There they are across the bottom of the screen, guys. They will be there for the entirety of the show. As you can see, Kimmy B is the sponsor of the week. Again, she sent an incredible $100 Cash App donation on the Wednesday live stream. Baby. So shout out to you, Kimmy B. Baby. I appreciate the love. Sorry, guys, I'm going off with the babies too much. Shout out to you, Kimmy B, for being the sponsor of the week once again. Also, super shout out to KG Smith. As always, coming through with an incredible donation of her own. I appreciate you, KG Smith, as always. Also, Kimmy B and KG Smith are moderators for this channel as well. So shout out to you, ladies. I appreciate the love. We also had Brian coming through with a super chat on the last live stream, and Rock Girl Media. Shout out to her. She's listening to this on the replay. And as always, Marky Rizzo coming through with a $5 donation as well. So shout out to you, Marky Rizzo. I appreciate the love, my friend. And he's always up in here watching on the live streams as well. So shout out to the regulars and also anybody else who has sponsored this channel in the past. Your donations are what make it possible for this channel to grow, guys. This live stream will never be monetized by YouTube. Y'all know that YouTube does not like this type of content. So if you value this channel and you would like to show your support to help improve content, you can do so at the Venmo or the Cash App links that are on the screen now. I appreciate everybody, like I said, who has sponsored in the past. Shout out to y'all. Let's get back to the comments, baby. All right, so Kimmy said, oh, she already said that. I already read that. So tomorrow makes 3 weeks. Oh, I already read that. Sorry, guys. I'm a little off here today in the comments, as you can see. I hope you get some answers, KG says. Yes. Yeah, she'll get some answers with a 3-hour. That's a long sesh. So you should definitely get some good information on that. Kimmy, maybe record that, because that's going to be so much information that you have coming in. If you can, record that so you can go back and listen to that conversation again, because I'm sure there will be many things that you're not gonna be able to take everything in, right? Sherry says, hello, I'm ghost watching, but I'm going to smash that like button. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Yeah, Sherry's been pretty consistent up in here lately, so good to see you in here again, Sherry. Matt K is back in the house, says lost at 40. Good to see you around. Always hoping for an update. Good to see you back in here as well, Matt K. Good to see you, my friend. Make sure I don't start getting too far behind in the comments, guys. Yes, I am currently 12 minutes behind in the comments. Bad Leroy says, going for my first shot on the 15th. Thanks to you guys. I can't wait. Awesome. Let us know how that goes, Leroy. And also let us know what the transition doses are going to be, so others can know how that worked out for you. As far as like what dose of Suboxone are you on and what dose of Sublocade are you transitioning to? What's the plan there? And then also come back when you get that shot and let us know how the transition dose was, okay? Well, all right, Liz. What an accomplishment. Matt says, I'm good. Tyler says, I'm back. What's up, Tyler? Good to see you. I think I just heard my knee pop like 10 times. So they played the Saints. All right, Saints. So, dang. Yeah, it was interesting watching the Raiders and not having Carr. I was like, where the hell's Carr at? And I think what's their name? What's his name? Jimmy G. I think he's already injured for the Raiders. Like, dang, dude, that guy's always injured. That would suck to have him as a quarterback. How about those Lions? Yeah, those Lions are looking real good, real good. I'm really surprised Seattle beat the Lions, honestly. I don't think they should have beat them. We'll see how Seattle does tomorrow. If they let me down on the Giants, I'm going to be really pissed off. Kenny says, who dat? Lost at 40. How have you been? Everything good? So Anita says no. So Maddie is engaged. It sounds like Maddie just recently got engaged, if you guys didn't know. Sounds like things must be going well if he got engaged. So congratulations on that, Matt. Congratulations, my friend. Casey says, good evening, everyone. Good to see you in here, Casey. Looks like you got your profile picture up. Good to see you in here. Maddie says, I'm doing pretty good. First comes love, then comes marriage. Good to hear, bro. So there's the website I was talking about a little bit earlier, Kimmy. Thank you for posting that. That's the website for the Sublocade assistance. If you're interested in Sublocade and you talk to your insurance and they tell you there's X amount of dollars that the patient, you still need to pay, that's the website you'll go to right there, insupport.com. I'm no way affiliated with them. I don't get any sort of kickback for recommending anybody. I don't have anything to do with any of that stuff, guys, with anybody. I don't do any Sublocade rep stuff. Just going off of our experience here. So just a heads up on that, guys. Anita says, yes, I definitely have a lot of videos about tapering for sure. I have a lot of experience tapering Suboxone as well myself. So, okay, so that was what she said no to. So she's never tried tapering. Yeah, so I would probably start with tapering Suboxone before jumping to the Sublocade. I would say in most cases, people can usually tolerate tapering Suboxone on their own. You need to, did she say what dose she's on? I can't remember if she said. Anita, did you tell us what dose of Suboxone you're on? Generally speaking, most people are going to take, somewhere around a year to taper off. if they're not very tolerable to withdrawal symptoms, then you need to do a long, slow taper. But some people can do it faster, obviously, right? But I'm just saying, generally speaking, it's usually somewhere around a year. So it's early afternoon. I plan on streaming around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay, cool. So that would be 4:30 my time, I think. Sometimes I get the time zones a little mixed up. Marky, did you see that painful Saints game? I didn't see that game. Kimmy, you can lay on my psych couch. Let's see. Control, commands. Oh, I already read that. It was from earlier. Bust me on for a live one day if you want. Laugh out loud. Bust me on for a live. Are you saying you want to come on live someday? Is that what you're saying, Matt? That works on mine. Yeah, it worked. I just had to, I don't know why it didn't work the first few times. That was interesting. Marky, they're making me have a support person with me the whole time. So you're going to bring someone with you. Wait, that doesn't make sense. You're going to bring someone with you for 3-hour appointment tomorrow, Kimmy, or am I not reading that right? I'm sure I'll have to answer some uncomfy questions. Oh, wow. So yeah, so her mom's going to be going with her to a 3-hour appointment. Wow. I'm so curious how this ends up going, Kimmy. You'll have to let us know. Maybe make a video about that if you can, Kimmy. Just the whole experience about it. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure other people would be interested in doing something similar. I don't think I've ever even heard of anything like that. Sorry, guys, I forgot to mute you on the drink. So Liz says, I jumped from around 0.125 milligrams after a 6-month taper from 1 milligram. Very minimal withdrawals. I was physically addicted to opiates since 2010. So, yeah, you had quite a run there. So I love the taper. I love the time amount that you took to do that taper. So she tapered down to 0.125 milligrams, which is half of a quarter of a milligram, right, guys? For people who aren't too math savvy. Hopefully I got that right. Pretty sure that's what it is. Yep. So that's half of a quarter of a milligram, of 1 milligram, right? So that would make, if you split that off of a 8 milligram strip, that would be a lot of pieces. I'll just say that. 6 months. So yeah, she did a 6-month taper from 1 milligram. So yeah, it's really important that you guys, when you're tapering Suboxone, that the lower you get, the slower you go, right, guys? Usually you can make a lot of progress up front, like the first part, just like when you get in the gym, you can make a lot of newbie gains, right? You get those newbie gains real easy. You can make a lot of progress fast, but the further you go, the harder it gets. Just like when you're trying to build muscle, right? You can make some quick muscle gains, but if you really want to get shredded and jacked, it's going to be a long, slow process. Be careful he doesn't dig too deep. Let him know it's the dirtiest mind of all. I can't remember her name, Kevin. Maybe she will show up. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so too. There is 16 people in here, so maybe she's in here just chilling right now. If you're the Butrans person in here, speak up, say hello. I'd like to get some more information if you are on the Butrans patch. And like I said a little bit earlier, that's something that we're gonna have more people sharing their experience with in the future, is the Butrans patch, right? And remember, guys, if you don't know about the Butrans patch, it's basically like a really low dose of Suboxone through a once a week patch that you change out. It's for people who have got their bup levels down to a really low dose, right? I'm not even sure if they'll diagnose me on the first appointment. I mean, 3 hours, I'm pretty sure you'll get some kind of diagnosis. That's long. Usually, I mean, I've been in a position where it's like I've been diagnosed with general anxiety disorder within like a 5-minute freaking session, right? I was like, how are you gonna do that quick? I'm like, hey doc, I've got some anxiety. I generalize you with generalized anxiety disorder. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Just instantly slap a label on my forehead. Kind of funny. That doctor was really old. He actually passed away. He was literally like 85 years old, still practicing. I'm like, damn, doc. You old school. I have to go work out, but I'm glad I found your channel and I'll definitely be back. Thank you. Yeah, we're always here, Anita. So we do Sundays and Wednesday streams every week. All right. So there's tons and tons of other videos you're welcome to go watch if you want to watch an older live stream video. There's tons of them out there. I do interviews on this channel as well sometimes. So maybe we'll see you on the Wednesday live stream. Jeff wants to know what to expect if he just stops taking the Norco. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome that those ideas are even going through his head, KG. So shout out to Jeff. So what happens if he stops taking the Norco? So if I remember right, I want to say he was somewhere around 40 milligrams a day or something like that, right, KG? So if he stops taking the Norco, anxiety will start to go up and he'll start to have restless legs, probably not the first night, definitely probably the second or third night. He'll start to get RLS in his sleep. It'll start to be really hard for him to fall asleep, if he can even get much sleep. I don't know, 40 milligrams, it's still a decent dose, but it's not really that crazy, but it's still enough to get RLS, and his insomnia will be bad. He'll need to take some sleep medication, more than likely, to even get some sleep, but he'll get the runs. You know, he'll basically have a mini opiate withdrawal. I mean, that's, like I said, it's still a decent dose. So Yeah, he'll have a withdrawal for sure from 40 milligrams. Absolutely. So I definitely wouldn't recommend a cold turkey jump from 40 milligrams. Maybe you can help him. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. If you have a hold, I don't know how you guys are doing that whole thing, KG, but maybe he could just do a pretty easy taper from there. Maybe just take him down, 5 or 10 milligrams a day for the first week, and then reevaluate the next week, right? I definitely wouldn't do a cold turkey jump though, but he could try. That's a good way to lower your tolerance really fast. Maybe if he has a week off of work, he can just stop taking it for, 3, 4, 5 days. And if that happens, he'll be obviously pretty deep into withdrawal by the fourth, fifth, sixth day. And then he could really lower his tolerance at that point, going back on it like maybe 10 or 20 milligrams. So it just really depends on how he wants to work with it. But really awesome that he's even thinking about that stuff. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. Liz says, I feel better off than I did while I was tapering. It's amazing how real life feels again. Yep, you definitely get that overstimulation to feelings and senses and listening to your favorite music, all that stuff, right? So really glad that you're feeling well, Liz. That's great to hear. Oh, yep, she said 40. That's funny. I remembered the 40 milligrams. So she says he takes 40 milligrams a day. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't do a cold turkey right from 40. I would just say chop it down to 30 or 35 milligrams a day. Do that for a week and then see how he's feeling at that point. So we still got 15 people in here hanging out, guys. 21 likes on the video. Please smash the like if you're just stopping in here. I'd appreciate you, baby. I hope work flies by. Anita, peace. Yes. Have a good night at work. Have a good night at work. KG, I stopped Norco cold turkey many, many times. It sucks, but the mental is the worst. Yeah, and I've done the same thing as well. I went through withdrawal many times when I didn't even know that was a thing. I was just waking up, my sheets were soaked. My sheets were soaked, guys, like drenched wet. I was like, why am I so hot in my sleep? I had no idea I was going through withdrawal. No clue until I was about 5, 10 years into using painkillers, right? It took me that long to even figure out what withdrawal was. And there were many times when I was going to work just depressed as hell and just like, I remember I would go to the bathroom so often at work. I was like, this sucks. I'm lucky I have the job that I have to where I can actually go to the bathroom every 30 minutes to an hour, right? But yeah, I went through withdrawal, cold turkey plenty of times and I didn't even know it. I think it's a lot worse when you actually know that it's coming and you kind of psych yourself out. It's kind of better to not understand exactly what's going on. It's a journey, Liz, so buckle up. But it was stronger physical withdrawal for me than Bupe. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it comes down to the doses, how many, the dose that you're on. I don't know, guys. Like, I honestly really think for the most part, it's pretty much all the same. That's my honest opinion on this stuff. As far as we're talking about kratom, we're talking about Suboxone, we're talking about all this stuff, right? Painkillers. I think a lot of it just comes down to really the half life is the only thing that's different. When does the withdrawal kick in? That's what I think is the main difference between the two. Yes, kratom and Norco, they have a much shorter half-life, so withdrawal kicks in so much faster than it would with Suboxone, right? Or Sublocade, which takes months to ever happen. So that's honestly kind of what I think. And then obviously the dose is a major part of it. If you're taking a huge dose of Suboxone, the withdrawal is going to be worse, right? If you're taking a huge dose of kratom, the withdrawal is going to be worse. I know that a lot of people say I've seen every comment out there, guys. I've seen every comment. Kratom is the hardest thing to withdraw. Suboxone is the hardest thing to withdraw. Painkillers, like everybody says the same thing, right? Like in their own way, they all say that what they're going through is the worst because that's what they're going through, right? So they don't really have a way to compare it to all the other things because those are in the past. It's hard to gauge current pain to pain that happened 5 or 10 years ago, right? But I honestly think that a lot of it's just the same damn thing. Restless legs, insomnia, anxiety, depression, low energy. It's all the same thing pretty much. Casey says, thanks. Yes, I figured out the picks thanks to you. Yeah, we knew you could do it, Casey. We knew you could do it. Tasha Rossi. That's a cool name, Tasha. Says, hello, new to the group and glad to be here. We're glad to have you here, Tasha. You care to share anything about yourself? Are you on Suboxone or what's your situation, Tasha? Let us know. And yes, guys, I am reading pretty far behind the comments. I'm currently about 17 minutes behind. I'll work on getting more caught up to you guys in the live stream. But if you post a comment, I'll get to it. Okay, guys? Just be patient with me. Just be patient with me. So, hi, Tasha. Welcome back. So, KG says, I'm getting ready to jump. She's getting ready to jump off her last little sliver she's got going there. So, let us know when you do it, KG. I'm cooking, so I won't be commenting much, but I'm listening for sure, Casey says. Marky always says that. Every time someone says they're cooking, he's like, I want some. Want me some home cooking? Something besides tuna and freaking chicken and rice. It's about all I ever eat. Yeah, try and sneak an audio recorder in, please. Yeah, just use your phone. I'll talk about it on my stream Tuesday, Kevin. Yes. Awesome stuff, Kimmy. Yeah. Kimmy, it's great that your mom will be there. Shows love and support, even if it does get uncomfortable. 35. Oh, so is this who it was? Wait. KG, is this who we were waiting for? Is this the person that was talking about Butrans on the Wednesday stream? Is this the girl? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So yeah, Tasha, we have some questions for you about Butrans. Can you tell us more about how your journey of Butrans went? Are you still on Butrans? Are you still on any buprenorphine? Also, was there a withdrawal from it? How was that? How long were you on Butrans? Give us some more information, Tasha, if you could. I know KG Smith is also on Butrans, and we're trying to get more information out there for people who are on Butrans or who are in a position to be able to switch to Butrans, right? So, as you guys know, I'm trying to bring more attention to Butrans because I think it is a valuable tool that many people out there don't even know about. Still to this day. I mean, we're hearing people on here that don't even know what Sublocade is still, guys, right? Let alone Brixadi, which just barely hit the market. So I want to make sure that everybody out there that's watching this channel, they know about all the tools that they have access to, right? Because Sublocade might not be a good option for some people. Brixadi might be a better option for people, right? Like there's just so many different circumstances and everyone's so different with their recovery and where they're at and what they're wanting to do with their recovery, and what they're able to tolerate with withdrawal as well, right? So Tasha says, I was on 1 milligram, then went to Butrans patch. Okay, I love this information here. So Tasha was on 1 milligram of Suboxone, then she went to the Butrans patch and she tried to jump off and it was pretty challenging. So she is going to work with her doctor to see if we can continue the patch or taper or Sublocade. Okay, so what's the current position with it now then, Tasha? Are you on nothing then? Or what's the situation now? And what dose did you try jumping off of? Was it the 10 microgram or did your doctor lower you down to the 5 microgram patch? I would say if your tolerance is down low, around 1 milligram or lower, or you're on the 10 microgram patch, then Sublocade's definitely too high for you. It's too much bupe. So I would definitely say, if anything, try to get your doctor to get you on the 5 microgram patch and chill on that for a little bit, right? A way that you could think about trying to taper yourself off of the 5 microgram patch. The 5 microgram is the lowest, smallest Butrans patch that they have, right? So what you could do is leave it on longer than you did last time, right? And what that might look like is instead of changing your patch out every week, you wait every 8 days or 9 days. And, because you'll still be getting a little bit from the patch. It's not like it's instantly gone because you hit the 7th day, right? it'll just start to get weaker. But that's a way that some people could consider. I've also heard somebody talk about they cut the patch to a smaller size. That's also a good idea as well. So Tasha says, I'm not on the patch. So yes, she jumped off of 10 micrograms. So I wonder if, KG, do you think this is the person that was making that post on Reddit? Tasha, did you make a post about your experience on Reddit? Because it sounds a lot like the person that made that post on Reddit. I kind of think this might be the same person that made that post. Okay, so she went back on Suboxone. Okay, wow. So what dose are you on right now then, Tasha? And how long were you on Butrans for? And what different doses did you try on Butrans? Did you start at the 20 and work your way down? Awesome information we have here coming from Tasha right now, guys. Tasha, would you be interested in jumping on this live stream with me so I can pick your brain a little bit? Like right now, right here on this live stream, if I dropped you a link, would you do that? If you don't want to come on with video, you don't have to. You can come on with audio only. But I'd like to get some information from you real quick because I know this is important to KG Smith and some other people as well. So let me know if you're able to do that, Tasha. I can drop you a link. And I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between the live comments and the older comments, guys. So chill out with me. Be patient with me, I mean. Kevin, explain to Tasha how the patch is supposed to be done, please. No, I did not post on Reddit. Okay, so that was a different person. Okay, awesome. So yeah, hopefully I can get some more information about what your experience was and like how many different patches did you take? How long were you on the patch? Like I said, Tasha, if you're able to, I can drop you a link. You can hop on here and I can just ask you on the call basically, instead of, if you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. Let us know. Just audio is best. Okay, that works. So I'll drop you a link. Hold on just a moment. I'll bring you on, okay? Give me just a moment here. I'm going to drop a link in the comment section and you'll just click on it. Awesome. This will be fun. I appreciate you doing that, Tasha. There should be a setting that you can click to where it's only audio, or, you should be able to figure it out as you're signing in. Let's see. How do I do this? Invite. Here we go. Okay, copy. Now what do I do? All right, posting it now here. This will be different. I like the unplanned guest here. This is always fun. Okay, I just dropped a link in the comments here. So I'll watch for you to hop in here you'll pop in as a guest and I'll bring you on in just a few minutes here. Norco withdrawal is grimy. Headaches and bad mood first, coupled with anxiety, then stomach issues, diarrhea, maybe puking. Drink tons of liquids, no sugar, and try your best to do exercises. Yeah, that's the same for Suboxone. It's the same for all this stuff, right? Kratom. It's all pretty much the same type of stuff, guys. It just depends on how fast it kicks in or not. It looks like Tasha's already hopped in here, so let me bring her on here, guys. Let me note where I'm at in the comments, and I'll try to jump back to where I was. Let's see, 6:39. Trying to multitask over here today. We've got 18 people in here, guys. Please smash the like if you're just stopping by. We've got 24 likes, and I'm going to bring a new guest on here in just a moment here. Let's see how this goes. Hey, Tosh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's very clear. Very clear.
Okay,
Awesome.
Is it too loud?
I think it's good. Can anybody tell us how the volume is on both levels? Is it too loud on one end? Let us know, guys, if we need to change anything. If not, I'll just kind of proceed, and my mods let me know if we need to adjust or change anything, but we don't have you on video, so don't worry about that. You're just audio only, okay?
Okay, that works for me. Thank you.
So thanks for hopping on here with no plan. I'd like to get some information on you about the Butrans patch here. So it sounds like you have some experience, a lot of experience with this, or how's that gone?
Okay, so I'll just briefly share my experience. I was addicted to opiates and was in long-term sobriety, a 12-step program, advised to go to a clinic where I was put on a very low dose of methadone.
Okay.
I did not want to continue at the clinic. So after 9 months, I found an incredible doctor here that tapered me onto Suboxone.
Okay.
I was on that for a month and I had told him that I didn't want to stay on Suboxone. I didn't want to be on anything. So he worked on a taper plan. And I think what happened is I panicked and I got nervous and just did not proceed successfully with that. So I went to visit him and I said, hey, we need to think of plan B. And he said, you know what I can do is I can do a transdermal patch for you. And we can start with, 10 micrograms. You keep it on for 8 or 9 days and you take it off and you walk away from this, no problem. So that was
What?
my anticipation.
Oh
And
no.
so on day 9, I took the 10 mcg patch off.
Okay.
And it was, in my experience, very challenging. I had lethargy, anxiety. I couldn't work out. I could barely eat. I couldn't take care of my son. I have a business. I couldn't tend to my clients. So I just want to share on this live stream that I do believe that the patch can certainly work. It's just I was not ready. So in my experience, I have been on Suboxone for less than 3 months.
Okay.
So I have, you know, overanalyzed. I have, what is that saying? Like analysis paralysis. I have
Yeah.
gone from the depths of whatever research study to find out how to get off of this. And in my experience, I think tapering could work. I think the Butrans patch could work, but I needed
Hmm.
to get stable before I made that decision. So
Okay.
many people have shared with me the Sublocade shot.
Uh-huh.
So I have increased back up to 2 milligrams of Suboxone,
Okay.
and I meet with my doctor next week. Now, whether I taper down and get back on the patch and go that path, stay on Suboxone, or get the shot, I'm not certain. But I found you about 3 months ago and have been, watching your show, and I appreciate what everybody has shared. I think I panic and I freak out. I don't like the feeling of withdrawal. And I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of the physical stuff, but it is anxiety,
Okay.
tired, can't eat. So I think I panicked and I jumped off and didn't put the patch back on. I just need
Okay.
a little more guidance. Okay, so
Okay.
that's my story.
Wow, that is, you gave me so, like, I have so many questions for you. Hopefully, I don't know if you have to go anytime soon, but I think this could benefit a lot of people. Your story that you just shared. Um, let me back up just a little bit here. So you said that you were on methadone for a while. Is that right?
Yeah, 9 months.
9 months. And what was your dosing kind of like on methadone?
I was down to 18 milligrams
Okay.
and
What
I
did you?
wanted off of it. I didn't want to go to the clinic anymore. So I found a doctor that tapered me from methadone to Suboxone very successfully with absolutely no withdrawal whatsoever.
What? Well, that's almost a miracle in itself. How did that go? Like, what were the doses that they switched you from, and how did you do that without no withdrawal?
I think he did a half to 1 milligram twice a day for
Okay.
1 week. And I just effortlessly came right off of methadone onto Suboxone. We worked up to 12 milligrams.
Okay.
I stayed there for a month and then I was very adamant about getting off of Suboxone. So he had a taper plan, which was 6 weeks long,
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah,
from
this
12
is.
milligrams to 1 milligram.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
So what was the highest dose of methadone that you were on?
37.
Okay. So not nothing crazy
No,
high.
very low.
Were you having to go in every day to get your methadone?
Yes, I
Oh,
did
that's a
get take
nightmare.
homes towards the end.
Okay. So isn't that kind of like the biggest pain in the butt when it comes to methadone is having to go in every day or however often you have to go? That's kind of a pretty big inconvenience, right?
It is. It completely interferes with, you know, your lifestyle. And I do want to make one point. For me, I was never a heavy hitter. This is just my own personal experience. I had an opiate addiction and alcoholism,
Okay.
but I just couldn't get off of the opiates. So
Okay.
that did saved my life. With what's currently going on, I do believe that I might have gotten into something that could have been
Hmm.
lethal. So I just want to share that, I abused and then I got chemically dependent on Suboxone. So now I'm trying to work through
Hmm.
this that I have. And so I'm
Okay.
open to suggestions, but I'm very new. I mean, I haven't even been, it's been a full year
Hmm.
on MAT.
Hmm.
So not even a long time.
Okay. So I'm really glad you found us. Yeah, it sounds like you have a lot of information that could help us, and we could also help you with information coming from our side because we have a lot of people in this who are watching right now who, have they've been on Suboxone, they've gotten out Suboxone, they've, some have come back on Suboxone, some have switched to Kratom. Like it's all over the map here. We have like a huge variety of, of different people here. So let me ask a few more questions as far as okay, so you went from 30 something milligrams to you said 18, and then you did the like call it the Bernese method, I think it's called, where they
Yes,
just give you
correct.
a little bit. Okay.
hmm
And then you've now been on Suboxone for how long?
3 months.
3 months, and you got up to, I think you said 12 milligrams.
Correct.
Okay, so up to 12 milligrams. So what was your average dose like for the most time you were on Suboxone? Was it up at around 12, or did you get down low pretty quick?
No, I got down low very quick.
Okay.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay, so 6 weeks you taper down to how low?
1 milligram.
1 milligram, and then once you got, did you even get steady when you got down to 1 milligram? Were you feeling good at that point, or were you still kind
I
of?
feel like I had anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that that was because I didn't have an understanding of what to expect. I'm
Okay.
so new that I didn't know what this road would look like. It was
Yeah.
very narrow for me until I found you guys, of course. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I had shared, my journey was very short. I ultimately have a lot of support, but my family does want me off. And I
Okay.
think eventually I would like to be off too. And I hear that tapering is, good if you can put in the effort. And a lot of people successfully do that. That may be something I do. But I have gone back on my subs, the
Okay.
sublingual, and I think I'm up about 1 milligram in the morning and one at night.
Okay.
Maybe a little more just because it's hard to break those up and get an
Yeah.
accurate um, dose.
Okay. So okay, so right now you're kind of unclear as far as where to
Where
go
do
from
I
here,
go?
right? Okay. And your doctor is pretty open to working with whatever you want to do, or how
I
is your?
think he's extremely open.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Awesome. That sounds like you have a good doctor then. So, okay, so how long ago was it that you took the first Butrans patch?
It was 9 days ago exactly.
Oh, so this is all new. This is all fresh. This is
hmm
literally perfect timing that you found this channel. Seriously.
Yeah.
Wow, this is information that I've tried to get for so long.
I'm happy
Okay.
to share, and
Yeah.
be a part of this because I want to help and support and carry and have people hold me up when I need it too.
Yes, and that's exactly what this community will do for sure. There's a lot of people in here who will support you on your path, whatever that looks like going forward. So don't ever feel like you're not able to share exactly what's going on because we have a lot of people in this who will moderate the chat and obviously make sure that everybody is being respected. We don't tolerate any bullcrap around here. So it's a very supporting community here. So hopefully you feel welcome here and going forward as well. So okay, so 9 days ago is when you stopped taking the patch and you got back on the oral dosing. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep. I
Okay.
just couldn't. I looked at my husband and I said, I can't do this. This is day 5. I've neglected my business. It took all my energy to get my son dressed and walk him to school.
Mm-hmm.
The anxiety was so overwhelming. I felt trapped.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
felt trapped. Now,
Yeah.
not physical. My body was functioning relatively normal. I was, not in homeostasis. I was probably in fight or flight, freaking
Okay.
out. But I think a lot of it was, I don't want to, um, I don't want to decrease anything that anybody else has experienced, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I created a lot of it,
Okay.
a lot of emotional, psychological withdrawal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the fact that you went from the dose that you went to down to 1 milligram that fast, that is extremely rare for somebody to go that fast on the taper. And it's like you don't know what you don't know. A lot of people don't understand how powerful Suboxone is, right? The bupe in this stuff is very strong, even down to the low doses, right? So what whose idea was it to start you off where you did and only do one patch with the Butrans? Was it your doctor's thought or?
Yeah, he had shared that you are so new and you haven't been on this very long. And so my understanding is you'll just walk away.
Wow. Okay.
No
Yeah.
withdrawal. And that was
I
not my
wish.
experience.
Yeah, that really won't be anybody's experience, honestly, when it comes to doing how fast you did that and just walking away with. Yeah, that's a lot of people, a lot of doctors, a lot of people in the MAT programs. They think that half of a milligram or 1 milligram, that's nothing. You won't withdraw from that, and that's bullcrap. You will withdraw from that, and it's very
Yeah.
hard to just cold turkey from even just 1 milligram. It's very, very challenging for anybody that's been on this. They understand. They don't, but the doctors, they don't know because they've never done this before, right? They're just going off of what they I guess what they've seen. I don't know. It doesn't make sense because I've never talked to anybody that's just come off of 1 milligram and it's just been like, oh yeah, it was no big deal. Like it's hard. It's really hard.
Right. And I think if you look at a lot of the studies out there,
Hmm.
doctors will provide that information to you. Oh, no, I've got the facts and the studies that show that at 10 mcg, you'll walk away with you know, with a colorful rainbow behind you. And it was like that was not
No.
my experience. And I'm finding that it's not most
Okay.
people's experience. So, and I do think I have hope
Hmm.
that I will eventually get off. I just don't know what will be the path for me. And
Yeah.
tapering is so detailed and disciplined and
Yeah.
diligent that with a 5 year old and a full time career and a family, I just don't know for sure if I will be able to endure.
Yeah. I gotcha. And yeah, I totally get that for sure. It's definitely something that takes a lot of mental strength
Hmm.
and, as we were talking about, a lot of discipline and, you really got to be on it when you're tapering because it just takes a few days of going off of the dose that you're on before you're, twice the dose that you were on just a few days ago. So it's,
Right. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was on a patch, 10 mcg. Now I'm back up to 2 or 3 milligrams
yeah.
sublingual. What
Yep.
happened? But I can get there again. And I know
Yeah.
everybody else can too.
Yep. I mean, the fact that you did it as fast as you did, that will let you know you did it before. You can easily do it again, right? You know what to expect.
Right.
This is okay. So you went from 1 milligram. You were tapered down to 1 milligram. You went right to the 10 microgram patch. Like, did you switch the same day or the next day, or how did the transition
No, I
go?
left it on as long as I could, which was
Okay.
9 days, and then I took it off. Um, as my doctor had ordered, you will walk away with only one patch. You'll just need one patch and you'll be
No,
perfectly fine.
no, yeah. There's no way. Okay, so how did it feel to go from 1 milligram of Suboxone to the 10 microgram patch? Was it enough? Were you feeling normal? You should have been like, how were you feeling?
I think the first 48 hours I was feeling a little like maybe a portal in the sky could transport me to a different planet because I'm feeling strange and I don't feel good. But after that, I adjusted pretty well. I would
Okay,
say the most I had was anxiety.
so am I understanding that it felt like it was not enough, right? It
It
wasn't
did
that it
not
was
feel
too
like
much.
enough.
Okay, so it
Mm-mm. It
was
felt like
low. Okay,
I felt very limited.
okay, and
I
that sounds
refused to take a sublingual though, those nine
okay.
days. I refused.
Okay, so it sounds like at 1 milligram, I think the better option would have been to do the 20 microgram patch to start off with, and I think that's what KG had mentioned. KG
She
Smith,
did.
she's
Hmm.
that would have been probably the perfect transition dose from 1 milligram. But you did it. I mean, you made it through the 9 days. It doesn't sound like they were the funnest 9 days on Earth. How did like days 4, 5, 6, and 7 go? How are you feeling at that point
With the patch or with no patch?
with the patch?
I would say I could manage life.
Okay, but you
There was a
just
lot of uncertainty and unknowns.
okay,
So that's where I feel a lot of the withdrawals were sitting at the unknown.
okay,
But I can honestly say most people would have managed okay.
okay.
If I could tell you what I was physically going through, it
Hmm.
was manageable.
Were you able to get a full night's rest when you were on the microgram patch?
Well, that's where you and I are very similar. I have a 12-year career of Ambien.
Okay. I love that. All right.
So yeah, so I'm working on that. That's another closet.
Okay. So are you on 5 or 10 milligrams?
10 milligrams.
Okay. So 10 milligrams, and you've been on that for a while. I know for me, when I was taking Ambien and I was trying to go through withdrawal, it's like it wasn't working nearly
Oh
as
no,
well. So did
not
you
at all.
notice, were you
Hmm.
still able to sleep though when you were on the
No.
patch? No?
Yes, on the patch,
On the
yes.
patch. Okay.
But once the patch came off, I could take two Ambien and
Yep.
my eyes were like, I was wide awake. I
Okay.
felt like the water was dripping on my forehead.
I got you.
Insomnia. I had
Yeah.
forgotten to mention that.
Okay.
I didn't sleep well, and the Ambien didn't help.
Okay. So were you getting restless legs when you were on the patch, or were you
No,
not? Okay.
never experienced that. And my heart goes out to people. Much love for restless leg syndrome.
So even when you when you pulled the patch off, you didn't get restless legs at that point?
No, I did not.
Holy crap, you are so lucky.
I know. Thank you. I
Yeah,
feel blessed. But
you
now
definitely.
I'm nervous because now I'm up into the sublinguals again, and
I gotcha.
I think Sublocade might be for me,
Hmm.
or I go back to the Butrans, but I gotta go slow.
Yeah, wow. I mean, you have so many options at this point because what you've done in a short amount of time is absolutely incredible. So I want to applaud you for that and tell you for real to go from the dose that you went through, even though you weren't on it a whole, you weren't on it many years, but to go from, I think you said 12 milligrams down to 1 milligram in 6 weeks, that is almost unheard of. So pat yourself on the back for doing that because that is extremely challenging to go through life and not just sit there on the sidelines and still live your life and do that taper that fast is really very impressive. So
Well,
awesome to hear
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just probably didn't know. And so I just, sometimes not knowing maybe
Yep.
can be helpful. That's why I always try to use my words I try to be very mindful because they're powerful. And I
Yeah.
just want all of us to be able to get off if that's our choice
Hmm.
and stay on if it's, harm reduction. My
Yeah.
life is, Suboxone did not destroy my life. It hasn't. I just want to be abstinent.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And let me just ask you something really
Sure.
quick
Yeah.
before we do,
Hmm.
end, which we may soon. Did you are you on Sublocade or have you done your last shot? I can't keep up with the streams.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking. So I took my last Sublocade shot in April, near the end of April. So it's been, I don't know, what is it, 4, 5 months or something around there? Just to hit
Okay.
October. So,
Okay, cool.
but
Thanks for sharing.
I had 7 shots total. So
Okay.
we're hearing a lot more people that are starting to run into having some insomnia slash withdrawals coming off of the Sublocade shot. So for a long time there, it was my thought and hope that there was going to be absolutely zero withdrawal coming off of Sublocade, but it seems like we're hearing more people that are starting to share that they have been having some withdrawals coming off of Sublocade. Not like the full-blown Suboxone withdrawal type of thing,
Hmm.
because it's a
Right.
much longer, slower releasing medication. Kind of like how you were on the Butrans patch. It's a weak patch, right? You don't have the highs and lows like you do with the Suboxone with the patch. It's just a steady stream, a steady small dose that you're being fed. You're basically just being kept out of withdrawal around the clock with the patch, and that's what it
Right.
sounds like. That's what you had experienced.
Hmm.
The
Correct. Yeah,
the
that's what I did.
Okay,
Hmm.
perfect. The dosing that you were talking about is really, really crucial to hear that you were able to still live your life and just that's been a lot of the question is like what dose should X person take if they're on X dose of Suboxone. So it sounds like we're figuring out more and more about the right doses for people to be able to transition to and to be able to still go to work and still be able to sleep and take care of their normal life. So it kind of sounds to me like at this point you've got a few different ways to go. If you're
Yeah.
around 2 milligrams now, I would say you're probably a decent candidate for doing a 100 milligram Sublocade shot to start you off with.
Hmm.
That's one option you could do. Second option is you could slow the taper down and just taper back down and do it yourself.
Hmm.
And the third option would be to get back on the Butrans patch, but this time, you would do it different. And what that would probably look like is if you're on 2 milligrams and you probably start with a 20 microgram patch, stay on that for 2, 3, 4 weeks, then go down to the 15 microgram patch, do the same thing for 2, 3, 4 weeks, then down to the 10, then to the 5, right? Because there's like 4 or
Right.
5 different patch doses. But to think that you could just take one patch, your doctor
Ugh.
sounds like he's, and the cool thing about it is that the way that he did that, it's very off-label usage. That's not what the patch is made to do, right? That's not why they made the patch. They made it for people who have chronic pain. So the fact that your doctor was able to go quote unquote off label with using the Butrans patch in that way, that tells you that you have a really rare, cool doctor who's willing to, customize your life basically around your experience and what you're going through. So I really think that that's cool when people do find doctors that are willing to do that. But obviously we know, well, you now know that you can't just take one patch and just 1 week later you're just magically good to go. You're out the door, have a good life type of thing. It's something that takes longer, that you need to taper down the doses, whether that's if you're doing it orally with Suboxone or
Hmm.
sorry, sublingually, I should be more technical. If you're doing it sublingually with Suboxone, you could taper yourself down. Many people go down to a quarter of 1 milligram at the most and jump
Uh-huh.
off. Some people go down to half that, which is 0.125 milligrams. See, I don't know if that's something that sounds of interest to you, to taper yourself down to these little tiny crumbs. I don't know if that sounds like that might be for you, or I honestly kind of feel like since you did pretty dang good with the patch, I think it would be really awesome if you could do the patch route and just taper yourself via the patches, over a few months. That's,
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
now that I have the knowledge that
yeah.
you have just shared,
Hmm.
it will be probably something I take to the table when I go and meet with him. Like, okay, back to the, drawing board.
Yeah.
Let's start again. And it's okay
Hmm.
to be where I'm at. There are steps forward and there are steps back. And
Yep.
you know, I have a strong faith in the universe that it's loving. So I think, this practice is important for all of us. I'm happy to share.
Hmm.
I am a little nervous because it was I was not expected. I didn't have anything planned. So I'm just
Hmm.
kind of going off the cuff here, but I'm glad I was able to share. I do believe that I have some options. I'm happy to share those with everyone right now.
Hmm.
I have read so much about Sublocade that it just seems like something. See, psychologically, taking that sublingual has impacted my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I know when this happens, I'm going to get
Yep.
this.
Yep.
And so I'm rewarded. And I don't know if that's creating some of the feelings and some of the emotions behind the addiction.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. A lot of it goes back to the hand to mouth addiction type of thing. And that's
Hmm.
that's why I think Butrans patch and Sublocade are so awesome, because they can help, well, they help rewire your brain to not have to rely on taking something every day just to feel quote unquote normal, right?
Right.
So
Yeah. So, well,
I
thank you.
yeah, I really appreciate you coming on here. Please, please, please let us know what you decide to do. And
I will.
if I could say, if I was in your shoes, I would probably try to go the Butrans patch route. If your doctor's willing to let you do, a taper with it, maybe over the few months, 3 months or whatever it looks like, and he's willing to let you kind of run it at your own pace type of thing. But definitely, definitely, definitely don't try to get off of Bupe, which is what this medication is. Don't try to do that anytime soon. Like, don't rush yourself
Right.
off of it. You've come so far. You're doing so good. You're on a low dose, right?
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
lot of
on
people.
like I said, probably about two, maybe
Yeah.
2.5 right now, just for comfort, but had to
Hmm.
get stable. I wasn't functioning at full capacity
Yeah.
those 4 or 5 days. And I felt very guilty to my family and to my business.
When you took the patch off.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
almost like instantly I knew
Yeah.
that it was either going to be good or it wasn't. And it didn't turn out. Had I have put another patch on, I would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I
definitely
would have
would
been
have.
fine.
And that's cool that you were able to make it last. I think you said 9 days too. That's awesome. Because I know that I
Yeah.
think you're usually supposed to switch them out around 7 days,
7.
but
Hmm.
if you can make it last longer, why not, right?
Right. Yeah, I pushed it. I took 2 more days.
Yeah, that's
Those are expensive. I used
are
it.
they expensive? How much was
Yeah,
it?
I paid if you get I think what is it, the good
Yep.
RX? I got it down to 147 for 4 patches.
Okay.
on one
So wait, you still have
37.
patches left then?
I do have two
Oh,
of them. I
well, there
got,
you go.
I know I got everything. I'm stocked, but I just am terrified. I want to make sure that I manage things in
Yeah.
a healthier way.
Yeah.
And like you had shared, don't be so I think you said this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. I
Yeah.
think you said that once and I was like,
Yep.
"Oh, oops."
Yeah. I always usually say something like, tapering Suboxone is basically split up into two levels. Anything from, let's just say, I know some people that take 30, 40 milligrams a day, and tapering from there to 2 milligrams, that's level one. And level two goes from 2 milligrams down to zero. Like, it's one thing to get, from the higher doses down to 2 milligrams, but when you really start getting the dose smaller, it starts to get a lot more challenging.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
So it's really something that needs to be taken slowly. I mean, you're on a really low dose, so hopefully you're not over there self-guilting yourself over that. You're doing good. I'm sure you're feeling better. You're able to take care of your life right now. And
Yes.
you've come a long way in a really short amount of time to get down to that low of a dose. So be
Thank you,
proud of
Kevin.
yourself. Yeah, be proud
Thank
of
you.
yourself. And we appreciate you hopping on here. Please, please, please let us know what you do and how that works out for you. I'm really crossing my fingers hoping that you can do the Butrans patch and
Hmm.
over the few months taper yourself down. I mean, because if you're on 2 milligrams ish right now, I would
Hmm.
think that you could start on the 20 microgram patch, and that should
Yes.
be a really easy conversion right over to that, and then get stable on the 20 microgram patch. Maybe your doctor gives you a few of those, and then you'll stabilize on those. Switch it out to the 15 microgram patch. A few weeks down the road, maybe something like that.
Okay.
Also, I was gonna say, definitely don't jump off at 10 micrograms. You would definitely want to get down to the 5 microgram patch
Okay.
before you jumped off.
Uh-huh.
And also, did you take the actual, is it Butrans, the name brand is that you took? Because they have a generic. It's called Buprenex. I don't know if you knew
No,
that.
it's the first one.
The Butrans. Okay, so they're supposed to have a generic, and it's called Buprenex, and it should also pull up on that GoodRx app. There should be an option to select generic, the generic patch. So you should see that when you pull that up,
Okay, mine says buprenorphine transdermal system, 10 mcg per hour.
and it says Butrans.
No, it says buprenorphine.
Does it have like the name brand of what brand it is?
Um,
It should say either Butrans or Buprenex somewhere on there.
it says buprenorphine.
Huh. So
And
yeah,
it's like,
that's
yeah, and I'm happy to, send a
it makes
picture or
it.
something.
What color is the package?
It's orange and white.
Orange and white. KG, does that match what you have on your patch, KG? If you're still in here, I'm pretty sure she's listening right now. So I'm just wondering if you guys are taking this in because
It's
there's.
a Amneal is the company, I believe.
Oh, okay. So I haven't heard of that one. How do you spell that?
Amneal. And it is Buprenorphine.
Yeah, that's right. That yeah, they'll all have. That's the same ingredient that's in Suboxone and
Yeah.
Subutex and all the shots and stuff. It's all the same buprenorphine. I think is how you say it. I always kind of say it wrong. I always say buprenorphine, but it's buprenorphine.
Oh, I've heard so much. Like I said, videos, articles, medical journals. I've just gone so deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel at this point, I could have I'm humble, but I could have a little attitude now when I see my doctor. Like, we are going to do what I want.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
will take ownership of this. You will prescribe.
I love that. Yeah. Have that attitude too, because you're the one that was having to go through the suffering, right?
Correct.
And
Oh,
so,
man. Oh,
yeah,
mama.
let him know that it needs to be a slower, longer process. And it sounds like he'll work with you on that. So that's awesome that you have a really
Mhm.
good doctor that's willing to work with you. But yeah, definitely taking one patch and cruising off to the sunset, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Damn it.
We wish
Sorry.
that it
Darn it.
did. No, you're good. We wish that it would, trust me, but
Oh
we've,
man. Well,
we've,
this is family now. I'm no
yes.
longer part of it's so funny. It's like, "Oh, you had an alcohol problem and now you got a opiate problem and they're very different in
Yeah, they
nature."
are. What do
I
you
don't
think has
even
been worse for you out of the two, if you could compare them?
this.
This?
Well, you know what? I shouldn't say that. I came into the recovery rooms at 24.
Mm-hmm.
I have a colorful past like most people and I stayed sober off of alcohol long term, but at the cost of, I had a procedure and got hooked, and
Mm-hmm.
I had lots of family that could feed me Percocet
Yeah.
and, you know, Vicodin, and I knew where I was getting my stuff, but I knew there'd be a day where I wouldn't know where I was getting it, and that terrified me. There's new stuff like benzodope and all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of
Oh my
really
God.
weird things that I'm very concerned about. So I
Yes.
kind of went to the clinic. I feel like you have shared methadone. Oh my God, an old drug. I need to be grateful that I'm not on that, but I do respect people that are on it because it helps and works for so many people.
Yeah.
But I think you had shared, hey, that's kind of like a drug that's, you know, getting older, and
It's
it's
outdated.
got it's outdated, you said.
Yep.
So, and some people are now sharing that Suboxone is, which is surprising to me. So I
Yep.
think Butrans and Sublocade, and then the new thing that the IM that just came out, you had mentioned the name. It came
Yep.
out this month.
Yep. Brixadi. Yep.
Yep. So,
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of newer upgraded type options, so it's good to see that people are starting to get informed about those for sure.
right. We recovered together, not alone. And I think I
Yes.
was alone, and that cost me. I should have found you before the patch came off. I should have opened
Oh,
up
that would have been
because the
so
patch would
awesome.
still be on. But you
Yeah.
know what? It's a step in the right direction. So
Yep.
thank you, Kevin.
You are welcome. I really
Okay.
appreciate you coming on here and sharing with us, Tasha, and we'll watch for you going forward in the future as well, okay?
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Let us know how it
Okay.
goes.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Holy crap, guys. That was such awesome timing of her to hop on here and share that with us. Awesome, awesome stuff. I'm sure she'll be in the comments if you guys have any questions for her. KG, I'm sure you might have some questions. Drop her a comment. Guys, smash the like if you enjoyed her coming on here and sharing her story with us. And I'm sure we'll have her on in the future to talk more about whatever she decides. She's literally right there at the dose to where she can really pick whatever she wants to at this point, right? Somebody's on 2 milligrams of Suboxone and they don't want to do all this stuff and have to control all this stuff, and they have the insurance that's willing to pay for it, then Sublocade is a pretty good option, right? Pretty great option. It's a once a month shot you can go get until you're ready to stop taking it, pretty much, right? Or the Butrans patch is an awesome, awesome option as well. And I think for her right now at 2 milligrams, it sounds like what would work is the 20 microgram patch, somewhere right around there, right? So she went from 1 milligram to the 10 microgram patch. So it's going to be somewhere around that area, guys. Somewhere around that area for the dosing. And there's no information out there that I've seen telling you what doses to switch to and from, right? So that's why it's always very important information. That's why I always ask you guys when you're going from Suboxone to Sublocade, what are the transition doses and how did they work for you? Was it too strong? Was it not strong enough? Should your doctor have done something different? This is all crucial information, guys. Same thing when going from low dose Suboxone to the Butrans patch. If you guys do this, if you talk to your doctor about doing this, tell us the doses, guys. It's very important. Sorry, I've been going off. My voice is getting froggy here already. I'm going to get back to some comments here, and I'm way behind in the comments now, but that was definitely worth it. So be patient with me, guys. Just a moment. All right, let's get back to these comments. And just remember that you are all my babies. So I am now, guys. Oh my goodness. You don't want to know how far back behind I am now. I didn't realize we were talking that long. Dang it. So I'm seriously 50. That's 50 minutes behind in the comments, guys. So I'm going to have to super scroll past some comments. Guys, be patient with me. I'm way, way, way behind the comments. If you're wondering where I'm at in the comments, it's way farther back than you think. So just be patient with me. I'm going to read the questions that I think need my answer. KG says, what kind of shape would I be in without you guys? I would have probably lost my job if I hadn't found Kevin, especially if I had done what that quack told me to do, 1 month taper. Well, thank you for that compliment, KG. We are really glad you found us. You've literally been here, I think, every stream since you ever found this channel. So shout out to you, KG. And also, I really, really, really appreciate the financial support that you've sent to this channel since you found the channel. So equally appreciated here, KG Smith. You are incredible. Thank you very much. And hopefully we got some information for you right there about the Butrans patch. And it's just good to be able to talk more about that from somebody who actually has experience. And it sounds like the short experience she did have with Butrans, it went better than I would expect for just one patch is all she took. It sounded like, guys, one patch is all she took. And she stopped the oral dosing. That was incredible to hear that. She went from 1 milligram, right? I think that's what she said. So that lets you guys know that the patch can really, really help, right? And help in rewiring the brain to get out of that, I have to dose myself every day. It will keep you out of withdrawal, right? Hopefully. there's always weird things that can happen with everybody, and not everybody's the same, but it sounds like she had a really good experience, all things considered, with just one patch. That's really, I can't believe her doctor thought that she could just take one patch and cruise off to the sunset. That's definitely not how Bupe works, unfortunately. And some people have to find out the hard way, right? Like that. So she found out the hard way. Now she knows she needs to slow it down. When she's down to the low doses, now she just needs to slow it down from here. And hopefully her doctor learns a lesson with that too. Because it's definitely not anything she did wrong. She's a soldier for going as fast and as low as she did. That's absolutely incredible. And so you could it sounded like she was a little bit like let down that, she's back on the oral doses, and I get that, but she's on such a low dose right now that she's getting much closer to the finish line. You just really got to be patient there with the last part of the taper. I hate to see Jeff go through that. Maybe I'll call my insurance and see if they'll cover Sublocade for him. Yeah, that's interesting to go from 40 milligrams of, because he'd have to be on Suboxone. He'd have to be stabilized on Suboxone, KG, before he gets on Sublocade. And so his doctor would really have to be willing to go off label for him to get on to Sublocade. So what that would probably look like, in my rough guesstimates here, if Jeff was to want to get on Sublocade, if he found the right doctor, he would probably start out on, let me think, from 40 milligrams, maybe 1 to 3 milligrams of Suboxone, and then he would start off on the 100 milligram Sublocade shot. So it would be off label, obviously, right, guys? But yeah, you'd have to be stable on Suboxone before you can get the Sublocade shot, just to make sure you're not allergic to Bupe. I agree with you, Kimmy. Kimmy says, I personally wish I could have just gotten off of Norco and not on subs, but that's just me. Yeah, I wish I could have too, but I couldn't, right? I tried many, many times to get myself off of my painkiller addiction, but I could never do it. So it would have saved me many years of hassle, but also I couldn't do it because I tried so many times. So if you try something many, many times and it doesn't work, then try something else, right? But yeah, if Jeff could get off of his 40 milligram Norco, that's the easiest way for sure. The fastest way for sure as well. Can you guys hear those kids out here? All withdrawals are very similar in varying intensities. Fentanyl was true hell on earth. Same with benzos. Yeah, I wouldn't know about those two. What's up, iPod Master? Good to see you. Wow, I'm so far behind you guys. I mean, has he tried tapering himself off of the Norco, KG? Dr. Parker, we come. So I'm super scrolling here, guys. I'm so far behind you guys. I'm really just trying to hit on whatever comments really need my response here. That's a good comment. Been a minute since I dropped in. Really been stressful few months, working life. Also, finally just accepted it's going to be a while before I get off of subs. That's all good, bro. It's all good. If you're doing okay with it and you're okay with being on it, then that's all that matters. Just because other people who are watching this channel have gotten off of subs doesn't mean that you have to, right? There's plenty of people that watch this that are just fine being on subs. And if that's you, then that's great. But if you want off, then that's the person who's going to want to talk about tapering, right? Some people are fine staying on this stuff. But I've read and heard so much about the Suboxone shot. It's either that or Butrans. I'm very new to Suboxone. So that's Tasha. We just had her on the channel. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep these doggies scrolling. 655. What's up, Slow Mo? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so KG says, I wonder why she didn't just start with the 20 micrograms. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to hear that 10 worked for her, right? So it sounds like the 10 microgram was a little bit low for her, but she got by with it, is what it sounds like. It's kind of what it sounded like to me, right? It sounds like maybe a 15 microgram or the 20 microgram might have been a smoother, easier transition for her, but somehow she got by with just the 10. So it's good to know though, right? To know that she was able to sleep and work while she did that. It's really pretty impressive to hear that she just did that. I'm surprised she left it on for 9 days. It's interesting to hear that. But it sounds like it sounds like you still can get some bupe from the shot, and I think I was talking about that a little bit earlier. Because they, just like with the Suboxone shot, they recommend you get it every once a month, every 30 days, but that doesn't mean that the shot is gone from the month before just because they recommend that you get it, right? So it's same thing with the patch. Because they recommend you change it out every 7 days, that doesn't mean that at the 7-day mark you're not getting any more bupe from that shot, right? It's just going to be a much lower amount. So just something for you people in the future to think about if you're, maybe wanting to start tapering your Butrans patch. You might be able to taper it with just leaving it on extra days than you were leaving it on before. Something like that, if that makes sense, guys. So KG says he took less the last 2 days and said he was sweating at night. Okay, so yeah, that's the start of withdrawal. Like, how much less did he take than his normal dose, KG? Yeah, he would probably seriously only want to take like 5 to 10 milligrams less. I think they say not to go over 20% reduction each taper, right? So if he's on 40 milligrams a day, then probably 35 is the first part where he would start off. So, cut one of his tabs in half or something like that. And that should keep him from having any sort of withdrawal. If he goes too fast, then yeah, he's going to be sweating all night because he's going to start going into withdrawals. Every sub doctor I've had, when I say I don't want to be on it forever, they say I need to be thinking of it as if you had a heart condition and it needs meds. Same thing. Wasn't that so cool how she talked about she was able to go from methadone to Suboxone with no withdrawal, guys, using the Bernice method. So any of you methadone people out there, any of you methadone folks who are interested in switching over to Suboxone and then possibly switching to Sublocade, you listen to what she just said. She didn't have withdrawal doing that. So that was really cool to hear that. Because a lot of people, that's what keeps a lot of people stuck on methadone for a long time, is they're afraid of the 3 or 4 day withdrawal you have to go through, quote unquote, to get on Suboxone, right? It doesn't sound like she went through withdrawal to do that. So currently I'm 40 minutes behind, guys. I'm trying to speedy scroll here. We've gone for an hour and 40 minutes, babies. If you guys enjoy this content, please smash the like button, guys. I'd appreciate it. We're at 26 likes, and we still have 18 people in here hanging out. We've been going for almost 2 hours. And you know we had some good information coming on here tonight with that unplanned guest. I love having unplanned guests like that sometimes, guys. It really breaks things up and brings a lot more information to the channel as well. Yes, I agree. This is an awesome stream right now. Good info. Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make some shorter videos from that clip I just had with Tasha because we had a lot of good information in a short amount of time. So I'll do some cropping from this video in the future, guys. Hoping to get shots. Thanks for sharing your story, Tasha. Also, I hope Kenny hears what she just said that we just talked about as well with the Butrans patch, because he's going to take Sublocade and he's going to have the Butrans patch for when the Sublocade withdrawal starts to kick in, right? Because he's doing Sublocade super off-label with really, really low doses. And he's only basically taking 2 shots so far. I love hearing all these different if and then scenarios, right? Like super, super different. So KG says he took 30 milligrams the last 2 days. So yeah, KG, I'd probably bump him up to 35 milligrams and then make sure he gets through the next couple days okay with 35 milligrams. Or if he can tolerate what he went through with the sleeping and sweating, if he can tolerate that again, that should only last maybe 1 or 2 more nights at most. And his body will adjust to the 30. His body will adjust really quick to that 30 milligrams. So if he can handle that a couple more nights, then that'll kind of speed him up and get him steady on the 30 milligrams kg. But if he doesn't want to go through that again, just bump him up to 35 milligrams. And remember, guys, I'm not a doctor. I'm knocking on wood over here. And I don't give medical advice, but I'm just going off of my past experience with tapering, etc., right? So speaking of KG, she just dropped an amazing sponsor bomb on the channel, just like always. Shout out to KG Smith. Let's fire up the jets up in here. This is the first sponsor bomb of tonight's stream. So shout out to you, KG Smith and Jeff. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate the love, y'all. There to go, there to go. Stopping by with the sponsor bomb, baby. Woo-wee. KG Smith and Jeff drop a $50 Cash App donation. She says, thanks for being so awesome. Thank you for being so awesome as well, KG. And I appreciate you guys sharing with us what you guys are going through over there in your neck of the woods. So it's KG Smith and Jeff are both talking about, well, KG's talking about her Butrans stuff and tapering Suboxone, and Jeff is now, it sounds like, tapering his way off the Norco. So awesome, awesome stuff. I would say just the easiest way for Jeff out of this would probably be to taper off the Norco and not transfer to Bup, right? But if he can't do it, then he can't do it. But I would definitely try to taper off the Norco first. If I was Jeff, if I was in his shoes, that would definitely be the faster the faster way. And it could be even something that he just, it's really, he's really not that high of a dose. So, it really shouldn't be too dang hard for him. I would much rather be in his shoes than, somebody taking 24 milligrams of Suboxone a day. Like, that's not even comparison at all. So shout out to Jeff for starting his taper. That's awesome to hear. I'm really looking forward to hearing how it goes from here as well. Insomnia is the worst, Slow-Mo says. Way to go, Kev. I wish doctors would be honest and tell you how hard subs can be to get off. If I know it's helped many, but damn. Yeah, guys, I hope that everybody out there knows by now, and it doesn't sound like everybody does. I hope you guys understand that, yes, Suboxone can and will and has saved so many people's lives. As she was talking about, it sounds like Tasha was saved by originally Methadone, right? But there's better ways, there's better options. And also, yes, there will be a withdrawal at the end of Suboxone for sure, guys, for sure. Okay, hopefully everybody knows this by now. Don't go rush tapering off. Don't do a 1 week taper off of Suboxone. because you'll find out the hard way, like many of us have. I did the same thing, right? I remember when I first seen Rockin' Roberta in 2017, I was watching her talking about, I was ghost watching myself. I was a ghost watcher long before I even knew anybody on YouTube, right? 2017, I was on Suboxone. I was flip flopping back and forth between Suboxone and 150 milligrams of oxys per day. It was basically like whatever I would run out of, I would just go back to the other one. Flip flopping, right? Crazy, stupid stuff. Back and forth, back and forth. And then I finally went and got in the MAC program and got my Suboxone the right way. And I started to think, wow, things are going good. I'm really stable right now. Why? And I was watching Rockin' Roberta talking about taking 6 to 12 months to taper off Suboxone. I was like, that's fucking stupid. Why would anybody take so long to taper off of this little stupid sliver, this little, what is it called? Film? Why would anybody take 12 months to taper off of a film? That's stupid. I'll just do it tomorrow. So I went right down to 2 milligrams. I was like, that wasn't too hard. The next day, 2 milligrams. That wasn't too hard. The next day, boom, it all hit me at once. I was like, OMG, this stuff is strong. And then you learn about the half-life and why it takes so much longer for the withdrawal of Suboxone to kick in, because it has a longer half-life, right? So I try to inform everybody here on the channel about the scientific aspects of these medications, because it's important to know, right? If you don't know, then you don't know. And you go through withdrawal and you had no idea it was even coming. That can really scare a lot of people and can really make you feel like you're freaking trapped, right? You're like, oh my God, I can't go without this substance or else I'm going to go into this crazy withdrawal. If you've never been through withdrawal and it hits you out of nowhere, it's going to scare you guys. It's going to scare you. Damn, look who just showed up in here. Kingdom Within showing love with a $20 super chat, baby. He says, blessings, brother. Shout out to you, Kingdom Within. Good to see you in here, my man. Hopefully everything is treating you well up there in Seattle town. Let's fire up the sponsor bomb jet. Shout out to you, my friend. I appreciate the love. Once again, baby. 22 people in here, guys. Dropping the sponsor bomb up in here. Boom. My man Kingdom Within is up in here. If you guys didn't know, he has his own channel, so make sure that you guys go check him out as well. He has a lot of talk on there about the good man above. And so I was actually listening to one of his streams the other day. I was kind of ghost listening as I was at the gym. So shout out to you, my man. How do I pop that up on the screen? Can one of my moderators please post a link to Kingdom Within's channel so you guys can go check out his channel if you would like to? Let's see, how do I do this? There we go. So all you do right there, guys, type in his name, Kingdom Within. Please go check him out. Say hello, say hello. He has an awesome channel with a lot of good, useful information as well. So I have seen a lot of my YouTube crew from here. Go check out his channel. Good to see you in here, brother. Thanks for the love. I appreciate that. Sorry, guys, I'm so far behind in the comments. That's my bad. That's my bad. But we did have a surprise guest, so bear with me tonight. Most doctors have not experienced these drugs themselves, so they tend to be very disconnected with reality of a quick taper or even different dosage impact people on life. Everyone is different. Yes, that's a great point, News 23. That's a great point, my friend. Speaking of Kingdom Within, he's got some really high-tech graphics over there on his channel. Every time I go over there and watch his channel, he's got some amazing stuff going on over there. I'm like, damn, dude. Makes me want to learn how to do this YouTube stuff better. He's actually one of the ones that inspired me to try to figure out the stuff that you guys have seen how much better the content quality is over here. And he's actually one that kind of had me going in that direction. So shout out to him as well. But he's got a lot of high quality stuff over there. He knows how to do it. I remember when I first had him on, he was kind of a surprise guest as well. And he had like this fancy microphone, and I was like, dang, his audio sounds so freaking crisp. I need to get that going on up in here. I know what you mean, man. Let's see if I can refresh this. Thank you, Kimmy. So Kimmy posted a link to Kingdom Within's channel, guys. Make sure you go check him out. Show him some love as well. He's always up in here supporting this channel and stopping by as well. So he was on Kratom. He came off Kratom and he got back on it. He's got some some long-term pain issues. I think, what was it? Was it fibromyalgia? Is that how you say that? He says, thanks, bro. Haha, but you're the one truly saving lives, bro. Love what you do. Keep going here, bro. Thank you, Kingdom Within. Hey, you're doing the same thing over there, my man. You're doing the same thing over there. I'll be sure to hit the like button and share. Thank you, Kingdom. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Kingdom Within. Let's see, guys. I know I'm way behind the comments. My bad. I wish doctors would be honest and tell you how hard subs are to get off. I know it's helped many, but damn. Oh, I already read that. How do I do this? Sometimes I get confused on the screens here. 7-Eleven. So 744. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth here on the comments. 7-Eleven. There we are. KG says 100% go slow with the taper. KG says, right, Casey? I was not told anything. Slow-mo, how has your taper gone, buddy? So Slow-mo is a good example of a rare specimen himself. He went from 16 milligrams of Suboxone down to 2 milligrams, guys. Just straight down to 2 milligrams. And he credits the good Lord above with basically gracing him with that miracle of being able to chop right down to 2 milligrams, right? He didn't even have that hard of a problem doing just that. Absolutely incredible. Very rare to hear somebody go that fast with the taper and it's not like a catastrophe in their life. So Slow-mo says, Kingdom Within, already dig your channel from the episode titles. Yes, Slow-mo, you definitely need to see Kingdom Within's channel. That is right up your alley, my friend. Yeah, if you guys have lost your connection with the good Lord above, then you definitely want to check out Kingdom Within's channel, guys. If I know I'm not trying to push that on anybody, but if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, he's definitely what you want to talk. He's definitely who you want to talk to. He doesn't have like an addiction channel like this. He's more about religious stuff. Okay, so go check him out, guys. So that was Tasha. News to 3 said, what's her name on the phone? That was Tasha. So KG says, Tasha, the patch will keep you out of withdrawal while you taper the oral. Yes, that's a good point. That's a great point. So yeah, so she still has, it sounds like she still has some of those patches on hand. So she can still use those as she's tapering Suboxone. Like I said, it sounds like she's kind of at a crossroads. She needs to decide, does she want to do the Butrans route again and just do it the more, you all know what I'm trying to say, right? Not the rushed way, not just one patch and be done like her doctor suggested. But I'm really surprised her doctor even put her on that, honestly, especially to do it just one week and that's it. Man, could you guys imagine if that's all it was to get off the stuff is just a 1 week patch? That would be absolutely incredible. I could tell why she would be disappointed when she pulled that patch off and she went into withdrawal, because her doctor's like, all you need is this one patch and you're good. And she was probably feeling good because she wasn't orally dosing anymore, right? So she's like, yeah. Then it's like, withdrawal kicks in. Slow-mo says, I really wish I could get the patch. Yeah, dude, that sounds like that would be perfect for you right now where you're at, Slow-mo. I don't know if you heard, did you hear all the interview I had with Tasha? Did you hear the whole thing? There's some really good information about the Butrans patch from her, so. So Slow-mo, you're down to 1/4 milligram a day already? Dude, how the hell is that even possible? So he was just at 2 milligrams like last week, guys. Is that what you're saying, Slow-mo? You literally tapered down to 1/4 milligram in a week? I've never heard of someone tapering as fast as he's tapering. I really don't think I have. Yeah, I guarantee you'll be seeing slow mo on your channel, Kingdom Women. You'll see him over there for sure. Is Marky still watch your channel too? I know we had a bunch of people over there watching for a little bit. Are you still making a lot of videos, Kingdom? I was watching like the last part of one of your live streams last week. I think we're talking about the Hawaii. You were like sharing the Hawaii people that were talking about the fires stuff over there. Let's see, don't be too hard on yourself. So News to Three says, "Good God, do I agree with the 2 levels of Suboxone?" Yeah, guys. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to speedy scroll because I'm so far behind you guys. So KG said, "That's exactly like mine, except hers is 20 micrograms." Mine says just bupe minor tablets, Casey said. Great job, Tosh. Your story is very helpful. Adrian, what's up? Adrian says, "Hey, bro, if you remember my name, 10 years on subs from 28 to 36 milligrams of Suboxone per day. I took a shot in February, the 300 milligrams, and then in March, the 300 milligrams. Then in April, it went down to 100 milligrams, then May, 100 milligrams, and nothing since. No withdrawal, no supplementing subs." Awesome, Adrian. Great to hear, my friend. Great to hear. Yeah, it definitely sounds like the people who start off with the higher doses, right? So Adrian has, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 800 milligrams of the shot in him, right? So it sounds like the people who basically the bigger the dose is and the longer shots you get, the longer, slower the taper will be, right? So versus if you just get one 100 milligram shot, like the withdrawal is going to kick in sooner, right? If there's the withdrawal from it, it's going to kick in sooner. It's different for everybody, guys. It's impossible for us all to say everybody's going to have restless legs for 4 days and then sleep is like, it's impossible for anybody to say. So just a heads up on that, guys. Oh, News to Three. I remember you telling us about that situation when that happened. Dr. Park, here we come. Trying to get caught up to you guys. I know I'm skipping some comments here, guys. We got 21 people in here hanging out on the Sunday night live stream, baby. If you haven't yet done so, please smash the like. We've been going for 2 hours straight. 2 hours straight. We're at 32 likes. Let's get that puppy over 35 real quick, guys. I know we could do it. So yeah, hopefully that brings you a little bit more peace with the patch then, KG, because she said she had it on for 9 days and nothing happened until she took it off, basically, right? So keep that in mind, KG, when it comes time for you in the future to lower and when it comes time for you to get off the patch as well, right? So I think we kind of talked about this a little bit off the record here. But it's really good to hear her say that, especially since she only took that one, right? To hear that that's exactly how it went for her on just the one that she took. It really solidifies the fact that, okay, yes, you're still getting bupe and it's still keeping you out of withdrawal even after the 7 days. I should have asked her how long after she took the shot off did withdrawal kick in. That would have been a good question. Tasha, if you're still in here, could you let us know how long it took for withdrawal to actually kick in once you took that patch off? Not sure if she's still in here or not. So Kingdom says, yeah, Marky stops by still, and yep, I still do videos. Been kind of slow since my diagnosis of RA. Yeah, you keep going, you keep going, you keep growing, brother. You got this. How's schooling been going for you, Kingdom? Still doing a lot of schooling up there? Slow-mo says, good grief, some doctors are clueless. Yeah, some are, right? Some are. That's why it really helps if you can find a specialist that really, that works with a lot of people who are doing what you're doing and want to do, right? All right, I'm back. I'm up to 20 minutes now. I'm trying to catch you guys. I miss the days. I miss the good old days of a quick Norco withdrawal. Laugh out loud, Slimo says. Kev, he can do this. I can tell he really wants to. That really makes me happy, KG. I'm glad. I'm really glad that he's wanting to make changes with that. Yeah, if I was at 40 milligrams a day, I'd go 35 milligrams a day, do that for a week, then 30, then 25, right? Because what is he on? Has it got tens? Is that what it was, if I remember right? Chop those tens in half. Such good info, Kev. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you, Slomo. I appreciate that. And for you sharing your information with us as well, Slomo. Like what you're going through is very, very, very impressive. Thank you for posting that, Kimmy. Appreciate you. Kimmy B. Okay, I'm about 15 minutes behind. I'm catching y'all. I'm catching y'all. Yes, I'm skipping some comments. Wait, what? Kingdom, you got off Kratom? Kingdom says I'm off Kratom completely, and I'm so thankful to be done, dude. How are you doing with your pain, man? I know you're getting some pain stuff going on over there, dude. That's awesome. And I know you were always really, you were really calculated with your doses, right? He really had his doses measured, monitored, and kept them in control. And that's why I always tell people if people are out there taking kratom, that's great. Just monitor it and keep track of your doses so you're not just blindly scooping big old scoops every day and scoop after scoop after scoop, right? Just be careful. If you guys are doing kratom and if it's working great for you, then that's awesome. Just be careful and just watch your doses and track that stuff. I've been an addict since 11, now 34, but was prescribed oxys for my fibro. Then I was doing that. So my doctor put me back on subs for the pain. I should have not gotten back on them, but shiz. I'm surprised YouTube's even letting you post the S word. That's surprising. I gave a test drive today to a couple on meth. I prayed for them and just was thanking God that I'm not there anymore. Wow, dude. Are you a dealer, Slow-Mo? You sell cars? News to 3 says, like button gang. I appreciate that. 33 likes, guys. We're getting close to 35. Getting close to 35. I'm almost caught up to you guys. Tasha's interview was very helpful, Kev. Thanks for having her on. Yes. Yeah, it was definitely not planned, but it was good that she could hop on and share her experience real quick, too. Looks like wait. Okay, so it looks like I got caught up to you guys because I was scrolling so fast. So I'm pretty much caught up to you all in the live stream now. I know I skipped a lot of comments, guys. Sorry about that. Casey says 2 hours. Laugh out loud. No wonder why my man's pissed. Laugh out loud. Oh well, I'm so thankful for meeting y'all. Yeah, you've been here the whole time, Casey. Yeah, time flies when we're doing these streams. It's like seriously, I don't know how the time goes so damn fast, but it cruises. My girlfriend looking at me like I'm addicted to YouTube. Yeah, guys, check your usage time, and you'll be surprised how much time you spend on if you watch a lot of YouTube or if you're on social media. Check your time because it can really get out of hand fast. Kimmy, did you? I think you turned your counter on or whatever that is that tracks that. Did you get an update on how much time you're spending on social media, Kimmy? If you're still here, that scared the hell out of me. Speaking of Kimmy, there she is dropping the sponsor bomb up in here. As always, she is still up in here listening. She sends a $30 Cash App donation. Shout out to you, Kimmy B, baby. You know we got to fire up the sponsor jet over here, guys. So let's do so now. There you go. Showing love, as always, up in here. Shout out to you, Kimmy B. Oh, boy. Sponsor bomb. The sponsor bomb. So who was it? It was saying something about bombs, talking about bombs and addiction or something like that. He's like, you better be careful. You can't talk about all this. I know. I was like, then I started getting kind of paranoid. I was like, I wonder if he's right. So I'm always trying to kind of watch what I say. Some words you don't hear me say on here for intentional reasons. Let's see here. Tara, could you post a link to Kimmy's channel so we can make sure we get her over 200 subscribers? I know she's getting real close. Let's see here. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I would appreciate you, Tara, if you could post a link to that, or Marky, if you're Marky's probably snoozing by now. I think he's got to be snoozed out. What's funny too, Kimmy, is when I type in your name how it used to be, it still pulls up. It still pulls up the. It still pulls up your new channel name when I type in the Kimmy B. Let's see, I'm trying to pull it up here and see if it still pulls up. Oh wait, that's on my channel. How do I do this? Sorry guys, I'm just goofing off over here. Oh, there's us. So Kimmy is at 197 subscribers, guys. We need 3 more subscribers over there. 3 more subscribers. She needs to get to that 200. You guys see how her name is spelled right here on the channel, Kimmy's Playhouse. Go subscribe to that right now. We need 3 more subscribers, guys. We got 20 people in here. Let's hit that, baby. Tara says, no more Beamers for Kevin. Nope, I sold my car finally. That was the longest car I've ever owned. I had it for just over 2 years. Feels kind of weird not having that car just sitting in my garage taking up space anymore. Hopefully it's getting some usage. Slow-mo. No, I just sold mine. Slow-mo. What one do you have? What do you have? Selling my BMW. Yeah, I just barely sold mine like a week or 2 ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. So Kingdom says school is not easy. A lot of brain work, especially when you're going to school for cybersecurity. The classes can be very difficult, but hey, it's what I'm good at, so I'm going to finish 2 more years. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that you're kicking butt with that stuff. And that's so cool that you got off Kratom. I didn't know you were getting off. Last I heard, I thought you were just kind of chilling at like a low dose because of your pain stuff. How long ago did you get off, Kingdom, and did you have a withdrawal from it? And what was the dose that you got off? If you could let us know. My wife always hovers, but knows the groups help me. The group helped me. He's like, wifey, I'm over here chilling. Turned it back off. So here we go. Tara posted a link to Kimmy's channel, guys. Seriously, she only needs 3 more subscribers, guys. Come on. Smash that subscribe button over there, guys. There we go. 199. We need 1 more subscriber. 1 more. On Kimmy's channel. We need 1 more person to go subscribe over there, guys. She's going to be live tomorrow. Or wait, Tuesday. Sorry. I thought today was Monday. 1 more subscriber on her channel, guys. That's all we need over there. Got to get that magic 200 number. I know my sister found that channel that way. Oops. Oh, I think it's what's it called? It's like there's a word for it that you can type. What's it called? What's the word I'm talking about? It's like the channel stamp name or something. It's some weird thing like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called. There we go. 200 subscribers. She just passed the 200 mark. So I appreciate you guys. And if you all watching this on the replay, go check it out as well, all right? We just got past that 200 mark. She does a lot of live streams, guys, so go check her out. Say hello, say hello. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. So News3 says, I got to go later. Y'all stay healthy, and y'all already wealthy. Health is wealth. Have a good night, News3. We'll see you soon, my friend. 2008 750 Li. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy Beamer right there. I think I've had one of those before. Actually, it was about the same year, too. I bought it from my old landlords. They had that car just chilling in the garage, and he never drove it because he was so old. I was like, you guys want to sell that car? But I'm always swapping out cars all the time. Subscribe to Kimmy and Kingdom Within. Can't wait to check them out. Thanks. Awesome, Casey. Awesome stuff. Thank you for doing that. Casey, join Kimmy's lives on Tuesday and Thursdays. Yes, be sure and do that. So KG says Jeff followed Kimmy. Oh, that's what she was talking about. Okay, so she says she turned the iPhone usage thing off. Okay, you didn't want to see it. You didn't want to know how much time you were spending on there. Sometimes I don't dare to look at mine because I know it's gonna be so freaking high. But I've really been trying to lower my YouTube time quite a bit, and it's been making progress, but I need to make more progress. She says, thanks, guys. August 7th was the last time I dosed Kratom, and it was a 5-gram dose. Okay, cool. Kingdom said, wow, I was her 200th sub. Awesome stuff. That's awesome. I like hearing and seeing everybody kind of supporting each other with this stuff. It's like, we'll all just push each other up, guys. That's basically what it all boils down to, right? Kingdom, I think Kingdom's at like 4,000 subscribers or something around there. Kingdom, where is he at? Let's see where he's at. He's way up there. Kingdom is almost at 4K subs, guys. He's at 3.95K subs. So he's up there in the 3K group, killing it. Good to see that, Kingdom Within. Good to see that, brother. Let's see. I'm trying to see how many videos he has on his channel. Why does it not let me pull that down? Sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling over here, guys. Sorry about that. Congrats, Kimmy. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, all. So, Kimmy, do I get a prize for he wants that trophy? 200 sub. So, Kimmy just passed 200. I just passed 3K. Kingdom's about to hit 4K. I think Dr. Chris Park, he's over 4K, isn't he? I think Nicole's been killing it too. I think Nicole's over 3K already. That was fast. Does anybody know? Let's see if I can pull up Nicole's channel to see what she's at. I think she's over 3K for sure. I don't even know what her channel name is anymore. Did she change it again? I always just type in the old name and it usually pops it up. See if it pops up. Yep. Damn, she's at 3.4K subscribers already, guys. That girl puts in some work. Absolutely incredible work ethic she has over there on that channel. Freaking crazy, man. She puts out videos every freaking day. Awesome stuff. Just sub to Kingdom Within. I don't have much to offer. An inappropriate joke here or there is about it. She definitely has plenty of those. With the stuff I talk about, my subs fluctuate, haha, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. Yeah, it seemed like you took a little bit of a break when you moved up there to Seattle, but good to see you back on it, Kingdom Within. Nicole is a social media beast. Yes, she is. I agree. Literally the same time as mine. Laugh out loud. What Nicole's doing? Is that what you meant? Nicole's doing Tuesdays? I plan on bringing after this Kingdom Within. Wait, Slow-Mo, aren't you doing something as well? Aren't you doing a podcast or something I thought Kimmy was talking about? I can't believe how fast Nicole got her. Oh, she changed her name back to what it was before. I told her to do that a long time ago. I think that unless she got her old because that channel was up way higher. That's cool that she was able to get her old channel name back though. I'm pretty sure even when you typed in her old name, it would still pull up on her new channel. That's the only way I ever found her is from typing in the old channel name. Baby. So we've got still 19 people up in here hanging out, guys. We've gone for 2 hours and 20 minutes. We're going to probably wrap things up in the next 10 minutes or so. So if you have any last comments, questions, concerns, if you've been ghost listening up in here, say hello. Say hello. So she has 2 channels now? Okay, I didn't know that. Slow-Mo, you will be mind blown on the timeline deception and palace of Versailles. Did I read that right? Versailles video. Yeah, Slow-Mo, you're definitely going to like Kingdom Within's channel for sure. Yes, we are editing our first episode now. Got to get our channel set up. Quite the undertaking. Are you going to do that on YouTube, Slow-Mo, or where are you going to set that up at? I'm so nervous about Tuesday. I can't relax. You're going to be just fine, Kimmy. You're going to be just fine, girl. What the hell was that? Some funky noises going on out here. Was just discussing timeline issues before this live. I don't know what the hell these noises are out here, guys. YouTube and Spotify. Okay. I don't even know what Spotify is. Casey, Casey, I thought you took off earlier. She says, I hope y'all have a good night. Hope to be here this next time. God bless. Kimmy, you got this. Yeah, hopefully see you on the Wednesday live stream, Casey. Have a good week. Kimmy, you got this. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to hear how this goes for you, Kimmy, for sure. So we've got 18 people up in here, but there's only like 3 of you who are saying anything. Who is up in here ghost listening still? Say hello, say hello. Let us know, let us know. Any updates with you, KG? I don't think you've said much about you tonight. I know we were kind of talking about Tasha's stuff, but let us know, KG, if there's any updates on you and how you're feeling. Baby. I'm really excited to hear about Jeff too going forward. So let us know how he goes. But yeah, he should stabilize on that 30 milligrams pretty soon, I would think. I'm nervous about Wednesday too, though, so I feel ya. Thanks, Tara. I need to stop expecting it to be a S show. We're rooting for you, Bunker Crew. So what's going on with you, Tara? What's happening on Wednesday for you? The timeline fascinates me too. So what's this Bunker Crew I keep hearing everyone talk about? What did I miss? Something happened on Kimmy's live stream, I think. What's the Bunker Crew? I need to know what it is. Oh, speaking of that, Kimmy, I've been kind of hearing you talk here and there. Aren't you doing some kind of like a group stream or something like that? Kimmy, let us know what that is. I've seen you talk about inviting me, but I don't think I've had the official invite yet. When is it? Let me know when it is. We're going to start a commune for the end of the world. What? Laugh out loud. Please don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. Yes, please. Please do so, guys. Kingdom Within may have to have you as a podcast guest. Dude, I think that would be a great idea. I really think you two will hit it off for sure. And you guys can talk about some interesting stuff, Slow-Mo. So definitely you guys need to link up, Slow-Mo and Kingdom Within for sure. You'd be mind blown for sure. I'm all good, Kev. Thinking about jumping Tuesday and then start working on the patch. Yeah, I mean, if you're able to get through the day right now with the little tiny thing that you're on, KG, then try it, right? If worst case scenario, you just have to take the dose, right? Or maybe try like every other day for the first few days, KG. That's probably maybe somewhere to start. Unless you just do just fine, then just dropping it off instantly, then that's great. But maybe do like an every other day thing for the first week or two, right? Mesh it in. Just remember that you got that Butrans patch to back you up. Tuesday, October 10th. So that's in a little bit over a week. Tuesdays are always hard for me to make, but I'll see if I can make it. Are you just doing it on the normal time, Kimmy, on your channel? And what is it that is there anything in particular you guys are going to be talking about, and who's all going to be on there? Wednesday is my ketamine. Oh yeah, so it's the 4th, right? Okay, yeah. So that is coming up. Ketamine treatment. I really hope the treatment helps. So it sounds like they figured out a way for you to get that working then, Tara. I thought there was some kind of like a mix up or something you had to do or something. Sounds like they got you all figured out though, girl. So that's awesome. We definitely look forward to hearing how that goes. I keep needing to ask you. We're planning to buy a commune bunker. You're invited, Kev. I don't even know what that is. Callie Love, what? What's up, girl? Good to see you in here, Jess. Stopping in here towards the last part of the stream. We've gone for 2 hours and 25 minutes. My neck is starting to cramp up over here, guys. Not normally here on Sundays showing my love. I appreciate that, Callie. Appreciate you, girl. Sup, Callie? October 10th, 6 p.m. So 4 p.m. for me. Hi, Slow Mo. Get me. How do I find your podcast? Good idea, Kev. Yeah, I would try that. Just do it one day at a time, KG. That way, if it's a little too hard, then the next day you know you can take the dose, right? And then try again the next day. Something like that. But it might just be easier than you think it's going to be. Still working on building channel. First episode should hit in 2 weeks. We are podcast babies. You are all my babies. Find me on Discord under Morrison or on Instagram, Slow Morrison KW. Topic is still up for debate. Marky, Tara, Brandon, Morrison, Rach, Megan, etc. How many people can you have on there, Kimmy? Do you know? Be a billing code duplication if I continue to see my nurse practitioner while undergoing ketamine treatment. I have to temporarily stop seeing my nurse practitioner. Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. I was a little confused when you were talking about it before, but that breaks it down a little bit easier for me to understand. You're like, sorry, nurse, you on hold. I'll put you on pause. Narrowgate podcast on YouTube and Spotify. Yeah, that is a good name. 10, but not sure if that includes me. I'd be interested to see if you can get that thing filled up. It'd be a good test, right? I like that channel name, bro. Oh, wait. Can't find it yet, though. Still working on the channel. Well, we need you there. All right, I'll try. I feel like there's something else that I have going on that day, but I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'll do my best to be there, Kimmy. At least stop in there for a little bit, right? Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. We've been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Remember that we'll be on the normal Wednesday live streams for the normal time. Super shout out to KG Smith for sponsoring today's live stream with a $50 Cash App donation. Shout out to you, KG Smith and Jeff. Please let us know how Jeff's taper goes from here, KG, if you could. I know you will. Also, shout out to Tasha for coming on today's live stream unplanned and sharing what it was like to go through a quick Suboxone taper and Butrans trial, I guess you could call it. Also, super shout out to Kimmy B for her $30 sponsorship, her sponsor bomb today, guys. Awesome to see Kimmy's channel at 200 subscribers. Super shout out to Kingdom Within for his $20 super chat. Always a pleasure to see you in here, Kingdom Within. And it's good to see everybody linking up. And it's not just all here on this channel. We're spreading out, guys, right? We've got this, we've got that. Everybody's spreading out and just helping each other come up, guys. And I really love to see that. And I love to support you guys however I can. You know, I'm trying to limit my time on YouTube. So I'm sorry that I haven't been as active on YouTube as I once was. I've really spent so much freaking time on here. Over the last 10 years, I've spent way too much time on YouTube, guys. So anyways, guys, I love y'all. And we'll see you guys on the Wednesday live stream, baby. Good to catch up with y'all who I haven't seen for a while. And we'll see you guys soon.